film starts to get shortchanged, and the readings at the end of the chapter never get done. And so what you're doing is you're teaching language backwards of how we know the brain acquires language. That hold apart debate that they had in English was settled by research that you start in the whole and then you go to the parts. And so even if you stay in a textbook now, you flip. So you start with the whole, you go to the reading first, and then analyze the parts. Your units are designed to start with the whole by starting with your authentic text, and then handle the parts. I didn't say skip the parts. It's the order that's changing. So in a backward design curriculum, and I still think this is really hard, is to say now, I set my goals. How do I prove to them and myself that they can do it? And that is our modes of communication. So how will I know that they're better readers and listeners? How will I know that they can write appropriately? How will I know that they can have an interpersonal conversation with someone other than the teacher by the end of the unit? Those are our 3 modes of communication. And so, is there anyone here that's not clear about why we do modes now instead of skills? I'm going to say it just in case. It was speaking that caused the problem. So Nate was the result of it. Remember, Spanish teachers? You guys are going to have a national foreign language exam for Spanish teachers, but it was written but never funded, so you never gave it. But when people got together to write that exam, arguments happened. What a surprise, you got a bunch of Spanish teachers in the room and they started arguing. But the biggest argument was over the word speaking. How are we going to assess speaking? And what happened, which was what happened to Donna and I when we were writing the book, when we argued, which we did, what we usually realized was that I was defining a term one way and she was defining it another. So speaking was the term that caused the most confusion, and that's because we have 2 types of speaking. So now we say we have presentational speaking, and that is rehearsed, you have time to prepare, and we have interpersonal speaking. So when I'm talking about a slide, I'm doing presentational speaking. I put the slide together, I know what I want to say, but when one of you asks me a question, I'm flipping to interpersonal speaking. Then we discovered that collectively, as language teachers, self-admitted by surveys, we were really good at presentational speaking, and we were really poor at interpersonal speaking. Now, I don't think that was true in Parkway because of Dorla. Dorla came in and said, guys, get with the program. I'm training you in OPI, and you are having 2 students talk to each other. And that was put in the 90s. We were like on the cutting edge of being held accountable for interpersonal speaking. Because that's really important, because when a child says to you, I can't speak the language, or an adult, an administrator, a school board member says, I took 2 years and I can't do anything, what they mean is, I can't have a conversation with anybody. And so that's why it's the modes of communication that are now being assessed, pulling in the 4 skills.